Welcome everyone to Will's Music Show. I hope you're having a great day so far, and welcome to my podcast channel. This is actually the very first podcast ever, so I'm glad you're taking the time out of your busy schedule to listen to me talk. Anyways, on to business. So today I decided what better way than to start off my first podcast by doing a review of my favorite band, Blessthefall's new album titled Hard Feelings. The album's been out for a little while now, and I've already been listening to it every day, once, twice, even sometimes more than that in a day. That's just how fantastic this album is by Blessthefall. The guys really outdid themselves with this record, so without further ado, let's get into this. As you can hear there, Hard Feelings starts out with the first track called Wishful Sinking. The song slowly ramps up with an intro that surely when Blessthefall play it live will get the crowd into the concert right away. The song starts off with this electronic vibe and then kicks in with the guitars, bass, and drums all at once, which is a great way to start off an album. I always love it when bands start off an album with this heavy beginning because it gets you into the music instantly. The first line of the song is, "You were the flame, but you burnt out easily." Now, I thought that was quite the statement to start off an album, and it really speaks to you if you're going through a breakup or have in the past. Funny enough, Blessthefall actually released that song as a single on Valentine's Day of 2018. In a previous interview, I was reading that Bo Boken, the lead singer of Blessthefall, did. He was saying how he likes to switch up common phrases that people know and change them around, which is apparent with this album's title, called Hard Feelings, which normally people say no hard feelings. Also with the song Wishful Sinking, that's normally a phrase that people say which is wishful thinking, so I thought it's a clever way of changing up what people know. Overall, it's a great start to the record. Jared Rath, the bass player and screamer for Blessthefall, his screams are excellent in the song. And the best part of the song by far is the electronic kind of breakdown that happens about 3/4 of the way through the song. The second track, Find Yourself, pulls on the heartstrings again, and it's the theme that does run through this album, hence the title Hard Feelings. Bo's lyrics for the song are basically coming through as questioning things in some kind of a relationship, whether it's family, friends, or a significant other, as well as questioning himself or in the third person describing somebody else. The song also keeps that electronic vibe towards the end of the song with a scrambled sort of breakdown. This isn't one of my favorite songs off the album, but it's not terrible either.
I held just like glass that broke inside my hands. We walk a fragile line, no matter what you find. Just keep me under your skin.
Melodramatic is the third track on Hard Feelings, and it also was the first song we heard by Blessthefall when they released it as a single with a music video back in January of 2018. I also had the pleasure of hearing this song live when I saw them with Of Mice and Men earlier this year, and it was fantastic live. To be honest though, when I heard the song first and I listened to it, I wasn't that into the song, and I was kind of expecting something harder from Blessthefall because that's what the fans have come to know for the most part. But now when I listen to it more often, the song itself I kind of take as like a screw the haters response from Blessthefall to the people who have doubted them. The lyrics such as, "If you wanted a war, I guess you got what you came for," suggest this for sure. Basically it's the band saying that you can try and take us down, but you'll fail at it. You can really feel the energy coming from Blessthefall in Melodramatic, especially the breakdown at the end of the song with Jared's vocal screams, and then the guitarists Eric and Elliot just shredding on guitar, and Matt pounding away at his drums there. Like, you can just feel the energy from the band. The fourth track, entitled Feeling Low, which you guys just heard, starts off with that awesome finger-tapping guitar riff that just immediately grabs your attention to the song, then slows the pace down a bit with Bo's vocals when they come in. The lyrics, they talk about how someone doesn't want to feel left alone and how they were promised things that didn't come to fruition. Also, how this person wants to feel like they're worth dying for, and how they feel down because of the way that things have gone and the way that they've been treated, hence the title, Feeling Low. Coming to the halfway point on the album with the fifth track out of a 10-track record. This fifth song is titled Cutthroat and is by far the heaviest song on Hard Feelings. Cutthroat is also the third single by Blessthefall for this album cycle. The story of how the song was chosen is actually pretty interesting. Basically what happened was Bo got onto his Twitter account and asked the fans to vote for which song they wanted to hear the most from the album before it got released. And most of the fans voted for the song Cutthroat. And that was including myself, because I figured it would be like a really heavy song just judging from the title, and I guess the fans also thought that. The song starts out with a sample track from the rapper Eazy-E, which I think was either Bo Boken's idea or Tyler Smith to add that into there. Tyler Smith is the producer on Hard Feelings, and he also apparently helped with some of the writing on the album and did an excellent job as far as I'm concerned with giving Blessthefall kind of like a fresh new take. Cutthroat has a aggressive tone and again is toying with the attitude of kind of like, fuck everybody, we're gonna do the music that we want to do. From Jared's prominent screaming in the song to the guitars and drums being hardcore, and then Bo's lead vocals gives you that nice blend throughout the whole song. I can't wait to go to another Blessthefall concert, probably in the fall, and rage to this song with the rest of the fans. Moving on to the last half of Hard Feelings comes a track titled I'm Over Being Under, and then in parentheses it says rated, so underrated. This song kind of continues with that theme that Cutthroat had, but with a different spin. So the song, I believe, is talking about falling out between Blessthefall and their previous record company, and they're called Fearless Records. After Blessthefall's album To Those Left Behind came out, it didn't do as well as they'd hoped because Fearless Records kind of dropped the ball with that album, according to the band. So the band signed with Rise Records to release this album. So basically the song I'm Over Being Underrated is about how the band thinks they can still make a statement in the music industry and make a big impact, and they don't think that they should ever be underrated, which I think they've done a great job of doing on this album. Also, Jared's screams and the breakdown towards the end of the song there is just really solid. Like, you can just really do some headbanging with that one. The seventh track off Hard Feelings is called Sleepless in Phoenix, which is a personal favorite of mine off the album, and I think a lot of the other fans are really enjoying this song as well. They actually just released a music video for this single the other day. So Blessthefall is from Phoenix, Arizona, so that's why the title is called that. And the lyrics are very relatable if you're all alone and missing somebody, or like wish you could be beside somebody and have someone kind of with you there. The chorus of the song is really well written. After hearing it a couple of times, I feel like people can start singing along when they play it live, and I feel like it'd be a great song to kind of get the crowd singing along to it. I even got my girlfriend into the song singing along to it the other night, so I guess that means that the guys did a good job.
Night after night, sleepless in Phoenix, tell me a lie, make me believe it, you got me right where you want me.
Moving on to the 8th track on the album, the song is titled Keep Me Close. In this song, you can really feel the feelings and the images that Blessthefall are trying to convey here. The song starts off slow and muffled, then picks up, and Bo starts to sing again once it slows down. The way I see the song is that it's about someone wanting their partner to, quote, keep them close, because they don't want to be left alone without somebody to connect with. Then just all the emotions that happen after that, after a hard breakup. The effects that Elliot and Eric use with their guitars suits the song so well. The effect that they use just sounds like an echo with the guitars, so it's almost like the echo in their guitars sounds like a ghost, like the ghost that Bo is speaking of, and then Jared comes in with his screaming vocals and just conveys the anger that people would feel also after a hard breakup.
Keep me close, like a moment you're afraid of.
Track number 9 of Hard Feelings is called Sakura Blues, and most fans believe this song to be about the relationship between the band's guitarist Elliot and his previous girlfriend. The song again conveys a tone of emotion and pulls on those heartstrings, so be prepared. The song starts off with an electric piano sound, then jumps into the guitars with a more softer tone to set the mood. The song is basically about how when you break up you feel like how Bo sings in the song, the ground's breaking under me. Just the whole feeling of like the whole world's gonna collapse around you. And the song ends with this awesome guitar solo, which I believe to be actually one of the best guitar solos that Blessthefall has done to date. And then it just repeats the chorus with the same electric piano that we heard at the beginning of the song. Luckily, the 10th and final track on Hard Feelings ends on a lighter note. The song titled Welcome Home is about Bo missing his family while being away from them on tour, and he just wants to come home. This is a topic that anybody can relate to. Obviously, if you have a family of your own, like Bo and fellow Canadian, because I'm Canadian, pop singer Lights, they have a daughter named Rocket together. But the highlight of Welcome Home most certainly goes to the end of the song when we hear Bo talking to his daughter and getting her to sing the last line of the song, which is, "It's not living if I'm not living with you." This honestly caught me by total surprise. The first time I listened to it, I was not expecting Rocket to be on there, so that was a pleasant surprise. And this is honestly probably the most adorable thing that I've ever heard anybody do in any song at any time. So yeah, it's a real nice way to end the album. It just ends the album on a light note, and it puts a smile on your face. At least it did with me.
Until I find my way back, help me find my way back and bring me home. I'm not ready to believe.
Overall, I think the album is absolutely amazing, and I'm so glad that Blessthefall are my favorite band. And just they're a great bunch of guys who make music, and they genuinely care about it. I've been a fan of theirs for a long time now, since I think 2009, when Bo originally joined the band. I think I became a fan just after that. And one of their best pieces of work that I've liked until now has been their Hollow Bodies album, which I think a lot of Blessthefall fans really love. But this one is like right up there with that. But this album is my favorite in a different kind of mood. So this one's a little more like lighter, I guess, and then Hollow Bodies would be my more heavier favorite album by them. If I had to give Hard Feelings a rating out of 5, I would definitely give it a 4, maybe a 4.5 out of 5. So go buy Hard Feelings right now if you haven't already, because you won't be disappointed, honestly, by this album. So yeah, go out, get that, or at least listen to it, and then if you like it enough, go buy it for sure. So yeah, just before I go, I do have social media accounts for this channel. It's just Will's Music Show for Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and there will be a YouTube channel with this on there too. It should be the same name. I gotta figure that out. Something's going on with that. But anyways, thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. Thanks for listening to my first ever podcast, and I'll see you guys on the next Will's Music Show. Have a good day.